All right, guys, welcome to episode 197 of Open Your Toys Cast, the podcast dedicated to the four greatest action figure franchises of the 80s and all time. And those are Mr. Alias Angel Alias,
Masters of the Universe, Star Wars, G.I. Joe, and brain fart, hold on. And G.I. Star Wars, Master Universe, G.I. Joe, and Transformer. Oh gosh.
Good Lord, man. Good Lord. Never throwing it to you again.
Hey, that was a shout out for Cliff. He doesn't know anything about Transformers.
I know we cover them.
Oh, shit. All right. If you want to kick it with us, where we would like you to do that is right here live on YouTube every other Sunday and every other Monday. Also, we have, and that's youtube.com/openyourtoys. You can also do it in our Facebook group, facebook.com/group/openyourtoys. If you want to just keep up with the show, see when we post new stuff, when we're about to go live, you can do that at facebook.com/openyourtoyscast. Also on our website, openyourtoys.com, you can listen to all the old episodes. At the top of the page, you'll see links to the show notes. You can find links to everything we're talking about and where I saw them and what's going on. In those show notes, you can find, and on the site too, you can find links to subscribe through iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher Smart Radio, RSS feeds. And then if you're old school, you can email us at team@openyourtoys.com or call us at 720-235-TOYS, 720-235-8697. Cliff, where can people find you?
I'm on Facebook as Red Menace and on Instagram as Associate of Horror.
Nice. And Mr. Alias Angel Alias, where can people find you?
I'm on Facebook. That is facebook.com, Alias Angel Alias.
Nice. All right, Cliff, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking water.
Nice.
Delicious ice cold water.
How about you, AAA? You got anything interesting there?
I just had dinner, so my tummy's a little full, but I do have a bottle of water sitting next to me, but that's it.
Nice. Well, tonight I am drinking Corona Familiar, las cervezas más fina, hecho en Mexico, imported beer. That's all it says on it. And I don't even know what this is supposed to be compared to like the regular Corona. They just started putting this out.
The dark bottle for Corona.
Yeah, exactly. So, because they already have a light. I don't know. So, it's good. It was just part of a mixture 6-pack. I went Mexican themed for 4th of July this year. In homage to all of our brothers and sisters in the South. So,
is Tecate part of that?
Oh yeah, Tecate Amber. Yeah, I like to go a little. I either do a special or do amber. Regular Tecate is not too bad, but I like a little flavor in my Tecate. All right, let's get into con news. So first up, we talked about it last week, and Luke, which is our newest member to the group, actually, chimed in on the post on our Facebook page that said Mattel Creations, and I'm not sharing my screen. Add the screen. There we go. That Mattel Creations is where Mattel's going to put up the Comic-Con exclusives. So I had totally forgot about this website. I remember seeing posts about this Cybertruck remote control cars that they have. But that's all that's on here right now. So supposedly, and I saw a quick post by Pixel Dan in reply to somebody on Instagram or something that says it's going to be this site and it's going to be July 22nd is when they're going to put up all their Comic-Con exclusives. So if you wanted that Mr. T, you wanted that Nedry, this might be a good chance to get them, especially if they kind of keep them under wraps. I haven't seen, again, I don't really travel in wrestling circles, so maybe it will become bigger news. But yeah, July 22nd for those bad boys. And then we're going to throw it over to our co-host here, Triple A. Let me get your screen added to the stream. There we go. Boom. And I'll let you take it away with Tamashii Nation's 2020 virtual reality exhibition.
Thank you, Slick. And before I begin, I really appreciate some of the people in the Toys Open Your Toys group that following some of my imports news. I know a few of them in there has been commented on a few of my posts. Just a small shout out to you guys. I see John V. I'm not going to spell out your entire last name, but I'll just initial it. John V, Mohammed A, Fernando, Norman F, and these guys are been a big supporter on some of the import stuff that I post. It's great that looks like you have a lot of specialities in your podcast shows, like because you got Cliff who's into the horror, and Rock is into like WWF or WWE, and Lotus is into Transformer, and I'm your import guy.
Yeah.
So you have a whole arsenal.
Yeah, you are the only person. Well, you and maybe BBTS's newsletter are the only people I see that. That's the only time I see import news.
Okay, so on to the show. So this is held virtually now that people are not going to the event because of social distancing and the pandemic. So so we'll take a look at some of these. These are just my favorite. Okay, and it's not everything in the show. Okay, so Bandai has released, or actually they announced this Voltus 5, and apparently he's gonna be priced at about 550-ish. Oh, guys, and if you have any questions, you can go ahead and stop me. So I'm gonna keep going. Okay.
Okay.
And so basically, he could be separated into little pieces here. Okay. And then form into this mammoth robot. And no, that is just the background statue. You don't get that. So, just in case. So yeah, and it's pretty cool. It has voice commands. Or actually, these little buttons down here. If you press it, you can actually hear the voices when they combine or pull out a special move or weapon out or whatever. So it's really really neat.
So is this flaming V something he does in the show?
He uses a sword, yeah, and then he slices his enemy like sort of like this in half. So he puts a big V on it as a finishing move. And they just dies, yeah, it's a really old cartoon. And I think the Philippines over there they aired that back in the 80s, and this is like their national treasure right here. So it's like, oh, they are jumping all over for this. And so here's the display stand. It gives you the effect parts, and it's sitting on it. Pretty. Okay. So yes, Jason. I see
do you have a connection to this guy?
Not at all.
Or
I bought 2 of these, and I didn't have. Not this one. I have a small one.
Oh, okay.
I did not pre-order this yet. This is. But you know what? If I have a job, I would. I just like the design. It looks. I always like this design because it's 5 vehicle form into one, and it's a definitive. It's really heavy. It has heavy die cast, and it has a lot of articulation accessories and. It's the ultimate version. If you go, it's like your hot toy version of a character. Yeah. So
is this vehicle Voltron?
This is not Voltron's.
Okay.
This is called Voltus 5, and I don't know if it's older than Voltron. I want to say yes, but some people could possibly correct me. So Okay.
Like it said Volt in box. I'm like,
Oh, vote in box. Yeah, what happened is they're trying to advertise it like, let's see if I can show you this box right here. He said basically trying to say like you can have all the vehicle and vote them in one box. So they just say vote in box. So yeah, I think in the cartoon they also said something we vote together or something. So and that's like a big slogan for this cartoon or animation. So okay, this one here. All right, this is the Macross VF1S. It's Roy Falker's Valkyrie. Funny story is Friday I stayed up 3 p.m. 3 a.m. Sorry, 3 a.m. in the morning trying to get this toy right here. Okay. It was sold out in all the places that I visited. I visited 8 places, and 6 places I had him added to cart and stole from me. And the sellout rate or sellout time is about 3 to 4 seconds. So if you don't have a fast trigger, you're not gonna get one. So this goes for about 210, 220 shipped. So aftermarket, we're looking at 350 ish. So that's
Lord.
yeah. It's a rough one, and if you wait 6 months after the release, we're looking at about 400 to 500 each. So this is something that I've been collecting, and it's hard to obtain, and it's a series. A lot of I think Americans here they call it Robotech. So us Asian we call it Macross, super dimensional Macross. So yeah, it transformed to a plane and transformed to a Gerwar. And there's a little cylinder. They're hiding something there. Only Tamashii members have access to this. So I don't have access. I try to sign up and for it, but I'm not allowed because I'm in America. It's only yeah. They look at your IP address and it's like, oh no, you're not from Japan or somewhere in Asia, so you don't have access to this. So, but however, I did some lookup and this is it right here. That's what's inside a cylinder. It's this super part right here. Yeah. So that goes for like $100, I think they're asking. And there's the pieces. Makes him even prettier. All right, so SH Figure Art, Dragon Ball Z, that's something else I do. And they already have Ginyu, Captain Ginyu is already on pre-order. Now they're coming out with Geese. So he's up on pre-order during Tamashii Nation's pre-order or event. And so there's Ginyu there. He's striking a pose, very handsome of him. He looks like a frog. And then Geese, that's a new announcing. He has that long hair. I don't think the articulation will move very well. So it's really long hair. Yeah, so that's a shame. But anyway, it's a character that you want to display. There's Recon. That's a heavy guy. And you got Raroth and Gerd, I guess. I don't know how they say their English name, but anyhow, these two come in the set. So this little green guy, he's gonna be static. So he's already in his he's already doing the pose that is supposed to be in this team. So but it's a shame that he's not gonna be able to move. At least I will see if his head can turn or whatnot. So but this is a set I'm going complete in. So I collect anything Dragon Ball Z. Nothing like Dragon Ball Super or anything like that. Z is my thing.
Just the Z. Yeah,
just the Z.
That's I tried to watch Dragon Ball and I couldn't do it. But I've seen all Dragon Ball Z. And these guys are cool. They're super goofy in the cartoon with all their posing and stuff like that. That's what I was actually halfway excited about. Just not at $60 to $80 a figure. So
right, I get it. Yeah, and I collect definitive. Like I need the best
Yeah.
version, so I never had to buy them again. So, there's Bardock, it's Goku's dad.
Yeah.
So everybody's been looking or asking for this figure, and he looks just like Goku. It's easy. It's an easy sell, and people want it. And just repaint him, dress him up like one of these Frieza armor guys.
Mhm.
That's it. So I'm happy that they're getting him. I'm not sure if I'll get him, but he was only I don't know. We'll see. Gohan, he's already up in pre-order. You can only obtain it at the Bandai website, unfortunately, and they hold exclusivity only at the premium Bandai website.
So now with with a character this small, do they price them accordingly? So if you're getting a big character, it's going to be more than a little character, or is it a price on the whole line?
Well, Gohan is let's say $55.
Mhm.
Let me see here for a second here. Okay, like Ginyu is $71, for example.
Okay.
Just for So they're
pricing them relative
accordingly
to their sides. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, and Piccolo is at $66. So, and then you got the Boomer Cycle, which is awesome, and it has die cast, so that's pretty neat. I love this cycle. And this is Battle Aura Dunbine. It's one of the older series. They're actually remaking him to be super articulate and outfitted with awesome paint job. They put in shadings on it, and he looks like a mechanical robot morph with insect. So that's his aesthetic, and that's his story background is actually medieval. It's really strange, like guys on horses and stuff, and there's castles and stuff. So that's like an insect robot there. What's going on? I never watched the cartoon. I just felt like the aesthetic looks so cool. I don't need to me. It's like you're gonna start to learn is that I never had any. I don't need a fiction to like something. I'm all about either play factor or aesthetically cool looking. So there he is. It's a shadow finish version. So it's they actually released him before a few years back. They weren't painting him this great looking, so they try to cash in again, Bandai. So. Okay, Gundam. I don't know how many guys in the group likes Gundam, but I remember John does. But anyway, this is the Stardust Memory team on a little background. I used to love Stardust Memory. This is one of the series that had a really really good story. And this is a Gray Zaku. This is a Zaku 2F2. F2 is one of the better design, and it's like designed by one of the guys who does the Gundam Kai series. It's it's not old fashioned, and it's kind of like they take the old look, the vintage Zaku. Let's say they take the old let me think, an old Storm Shadow or Snake Eye, and then they make it into Pursuit of Cobra, Storm Shadow, Snake Eye. That's what.
Okay.
So it's like they made it much cooler looking. So there it is. They Johnny Raiden, Zaku 2. They spelled it really weird here, but whatever. This one is very very cool to me. I collect 3 3/4. And this is a Gundam series soldier platoon guys. They're just soldiers. They're grunts, and they're fully articulated. So my idea is buy a set of these guys and put them into GI Joe vehicles, or from my something World Peacekeeper or Elite Elite Hero vehicles. So yeah, this is like really really great, and it works with like Marauders and some Blue Planet Valley, which I got recently. So yeah, I really for 3 3/4 inch I only do military. I don't do Star Wars and any other scale stuff, just military. So if it's GI Joe, Planet Blue Valley, Acid Rain, whatever, just that's the scale. Because I have already invested so much in the vehicles of this scale, so I can definitely take a lot of pictures and whatnot. And most of you guys know that I buy toys and play and take pictures. Play, take pictures. I don't have time for anything else. This is it. So, oh, by the way, that gun right there, I don't know what's it called, but I just call it Big Giant Gun. You had to buy all 3 of them to build that gun. So if you just buy,
that's cool. Like a build a weapon.
Yeah, exactly. So so if you only got one, it's not going to do anything for you. I mean, but okay, Soul of Jogoken Titanius GX59R. This is a renew version. I got this baby on pre-order already. He is $300 roughly.
Oof.
So that was before I had a job.
That's what I kept telling my wife. I pre-ordered all this while I had a job.
Yeah. Yeah, and then she's like,
And
why can't you just cancel
like
it?
a year, and she was like, "Okay, sure you did." I'm like, "It had to come from China on a boat,
So a lot of people misconception about this thing is like the Lion Voltron. This actually came before Voltron, believe it or not. They actually didn't market Voltron to United States, not this one. That's the difference. It was like a year apart. That was it. This stayed in Asia. So, but this is it's cool. So, okay, cool. SH Monster. It's another line that another friend of mine who's named Sal, he's really into. If you guys are Godzilla fan, this is not to be missed. The Biollante, it's a reissue. This is a reissue you're looking at here. It's called the special color version. The original one is now worth $1,000. Okay,
Jesus.
so yeah, now you can get him at $300 on pre-order when they release the pre-order. So
because he's in scale with their Godzillas.
Yes.
So he's fucking huge then. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
he
I
is
was
huge.
thinking he was like 5 inches, like I think their Godzillas are what, 5-6 inches?
6, I believe. 6 and something. 6 and
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
So if it's in scale, okay. Yeah, I was like $300 for a 6-inch figure. But yeah, that makes sense. He's probably
But it's very, very detailed. Okay. I own 3 SH Monster arts, so I know what I'm talking about. This stuff is genuine. Like anything with I just know that Bandai like to put the word art in it. That art is like it's a piece of artwork, like a sculpture or a statue or something, but it's fully articulated at the same time. So which is great for collectors. Metal Build. This is pretty cool because they repainted him, because the first release, people have to get in line outside the store just to get one of these, and pre-orders are sold out within, I believe last time it was like in 5 minutes, everywhere. This is an Eva 2. It's from the series called Evangelion, if I haven't mentioned it yet. It's coated in a metallic paint finish. It has like dozens of weapons. This thing is loaded with. I had the first release version. This one, it's shiny coated. Okay, if you're into that kind of stuff, this speaks to you. Okay, so and I believe it's listed for. Oh, it didn't say how much, but just prepare your wallet. It's probably going to be under 300 as well. So it comes with the base. Very cool. I don't know how many of you guys have watched Evangelion. It's pretty popular back in the 90s.
I've seen an episode or two
Okay.
just to be able to recognize them, but
Just
I
curious.
love how it stores all his weapons like that, like in like a little dry dock kind
Yeah,
of thing, like scaffolding where it can
yeah,
arm itself. Yeah, that's dope.
yeah. That's how these mechanical human being, I guess, looks like
Mhm.
get launched. So, and I didn't take a close picture of this yet because there's nothing I really like from this line yet from Bandai. But I love the series. It's called Demon Slayer. So they're just showing some small cutesy things and stuff in there, but it's nothing worth mentioning. So, and that is it. This is only what I liked. Okay, so be sure be sure you guys go ahead and click that link in here and experience the entire tour for those who hasn't gone in it, because it's radical, because they took the time to build this thing, and you can see it's
Oh,
amazing.
that's crazy. Oh, that's dope. And
So
it's all
yeah,
virtual reality, so you can
yeah,
walk
and you
it.
can
Oh, that's really
yeah,
cool.
so you can look all the way around, and you can zoom in on the camera and then walk forward, and you can just take a look at the show floor, everything.
Yeah.
Amazing. So
That is a freaking awesome way to do it, man. That
yeah,
is really cool.
it's like the Avengers stuff. See, I didn't get into any of that stuff. So for those who's into the Avengers, and
So then
come
if
on
you're
down.
not, so since if you were a Tamashii Nations member, you would have the same walkthrough with all
Yes.
the cylinders off of the products.
Oh, actually no. Basically, you would have this button here for member only. You would see the picture and go into examining
Okay.
what that area is.
That's kind of a smart way to do it. I like that.
Yeah, so it's very very cool, and you could even, for example, let me walk over here. I don't want to take too long. I'm just going to show you this real quick because I thought it's fascinating. Okay,
Well,
so this
yeah.
is
Could
Demon
you
Slayer.
imagine if they did this for Comic-Con booths? Like,
Oh my
Oh,
god, it'd be awesome.
yeah.
So this is a. Let me see here. What it is. This is a. Oh, wrong button. My bad. So I'm still working with. See, that way. Yeah, because to navigate this, you best use the keyboard too, and not just the mouse, because
Yeah.
it's difficult. There it is again. Okay, watch. This I like. This is that when I'm looking at this product, I'm gonna go ahead and click this. If it works, please work. No. Oh wait, here. Oh, that's not the button. Oh, it brings me back out there again. I'm sorry. But anyway,
So good.
so there's a button where you could click on this ruler. Oh, it's not working. I'm sorry. So what happened is it lets you measure how tall certain things are. So if you don't know like how big this piece is or that sword is, how long is it going to be? So I can use that measure tape right here, and oh, maybe this is it. No, that's not it. Sorry.
No.
So it measures out how big this item is, so you can tell, like, oh, it's like 2 feet, or that sword is 4 feet long. Oh my god, where am I gonna put that, and so on. So
That's crazy.
yeah,
That's
I think it's pretty cool. So, all right, take it away, Slick.
All right, thank you. And you got a fan in here. Good looking out, Casey. That's probably the most important news you'll ever hear on this podcast as well. But we appreciate you joining us. All right, let me start streaming my stuff here. And let's get into those 4 franchises. First up, Nuclear, Furai, Optimus Prime. So if you're into model kits, that these are, in my opinion, at least for the price point, some of my favorite on the market. And here's a nice clear one for you. Now this is the IDW version, so I would assume we would probably see a G1 version if that's more your thing. But something to keep an eye out for. Very sneaky way here to release a Jango Fett into the market. This is the Gaming Greats Jango Fett from the Bounty Hunter game. It says it's video game inspired. And again, because I'm not a huge quote fan to begin with. I'm not quite sure what makes him video game inspired, but at least it looks like we're getting some premium paint here and that kind of stuff. And a chance, if you're a package collector, I'm loving these Gaming Greats packages, so that's a big plus as well. Yeah, Cass is chiming in here. I absolutely agree. They need to do more virtual tours like that Tamashii Nations thing. That was just baller. Now, so Tamashii Nations is that a sub brand of Bandai? Is that like their collectors community for Bandai, or was that actually from multiple toy companies, Peter?
That is you actually guessed it. It's actually it's like their sub brand too, and it's for collectors. So because that's their they want to focus on their higher end stuff, and they will put Tamashii in front of all the arts, and their shows, also their show of Hogan stuff.
Awesome.
Hey, by the way, do you know they said something about SDC being virtual, or like everybody can attend or something?
They're calling it Comic-Con at home, but I haven't seen a lot of details on what that means. So I don't know what that's going to be. Like I would very much doubt it means like Hall H level panels that you can attend online or anything like that. So
I see.
Yeah, they haven't given a lot of details about it. We get some detailed shots of Gigawatt here. That's the name that Hasbro's giving to their Back to the Future DeLorean crossover figure. And so this actually released on July 3rd. It was supposed to, but people said it dropped on July 2nd, but sold out instantly. I don't know. I haven't seen any clear details on what this is, but the one on July 3rd was supposed to be, they were going to do 19, that's what it was, 1,985. And then you would get this license plate that would have your number of how many that you received. And I think it's also this logo up here, the 35-year logo is what's going to be different about this. And then so that sold out like instantaneously on Walmart. I'd be curious to know if anybody has more details, have seen anything more detailed about that release. But this will be released on Hasbro Pulse come October. So
did you...
That windshield is Rush.
Yeah, Peter and I was like, he's like, I'm not going to remove it from the box, so it doesn't matter. But look at the box; it's like,
yeah, I see your point. Yeah, but then I was like, you know what? I'll take it out. Just put marker over it and then put it back in.
Put it back in the box. There you go.
Well, did you stand by for one?
I was going to, and then, like I say, the page didn't exist on July 2nd when I checked it, like early in the morning, and then I saw the reports. Okay, July 3rd. So then I thought, well, maybe it's going to be a midnight drop. So I even tried to hit it at the midnight, and the page still wasn't up yet. And then on July 3rd, when I got up, I went to go check it, and it said that it was out of stock and to get a stock alert. So I don't know when it dropped or what happened, but
yeah, I missed it too. I was at work. Well, not at work, but I was at a place where I used to work. But then, I'm just hovering around, talking to my used to work coworkers. I had to stay away from that place.
Let's see. Cass is saying he's curious if it has the stats, the tech specs on the back of the box. Let me check I've got my Ghostbusters one. I'm pretty sure it does.
The Ectotron. Are you into this, Cliff? Are you
This
all
one-
over the DeLorean?
Yeah, this one looks the windshield's almost a deal killer though. It just looks like a
That's it,
screw.
Yeah, well, that's the word I was looking for. I told Peter it looked like a model kit.
But what about
Yeah,
what
But
about
the
the bot
screw
mode?
was the word I was looking
What about
for.
the bot mode? You got to give it that, right?
Yeah, I mean it looks cool. This is probably something. If I dived into Transformers, it would probably be one of these pop culture things like the Ecto One or the DeLorean.
Right.
I like the wheels fold up. Cass, my Ectotron does have tech specs on the back, so
It's got a Mr.
I
Fusion
would
too.
assume this is because this is, and that's what I was kind of like. So they consider it a Back to the Future 2 because it's got the Mr. Fusion, but that was also in the first one, so I don't know. I'm being nitpicky. I'm the same as Peter. I'm going to buy it. It's going to stay in the box and just be a display piece, a conversation piece. MOTU Little People. So if this is your thing, or maybe you have a kid coming soon or something, I bought my daughter a bunch of DC Little People figures when she was born, and she loved them for bath toys and stuff like that. But yeah,
What are these? I mean, are they static?
yeah, they're just little kid. They're hollow. They're kind of squeezy. I mean, they don't make a noise or anything, but they're for like ages 0 to 3 or something.
It's pretty cute though.
Oh, it says ages 1 to 101. So if you're 102, you're fucked. More red figures found in the Walmart system here. So not only are we getting the Megatron Prime and Soundwave that are up for pre-order / out of stock right now on their site, but it looks like now, see, this is what's kind of weird. So a Transformer Prime RC, Transformers, I don't know why they'd call it a Generation Cheetor, but they also call it Generation Soundwave, so who knows. And then a red B, so kind of interesting. Like I say, I'm all in on the first 3. I've been... Well, as people are finding, I was going to say I have pre-orders locked in, but as we're finding out, that doesn't mean very much nowadays when it comes to Walmart. Rattlesnake Mountain Ring with Steve Austin and Hulk Hogan. So this is their crossover line. I love that Steve Austin just has like Rattler style heads that he puts on his hands, and Hulk Hogan just looks ridiculous. So here's what the ring looks like. Yeah.
Oh wow!
So it's just got the little snakes in there.
Yeah, because the other one was Castle Grayskull inspired. This one's
exactly. So. Cool. And these figures just, God, without those armors, I mean, they just look ridiculous in my opinion. But this is the standard box. So I'm like, oh, this is what the He-Man and Skeletors are going to look like without their armor too. So
might give us even a little sneak preview of Battle Armor He-Man then with this Hulk Hogan.
Oh,
right? Like the same armor.
Yeah. No, it definitely. And I think they already have one too that's like that. But yeah, definitely. Oh, and I didn't even snap. He's got the cool rips on his back that make it easy for him to rip off his armor, like his t-shirts back in the day. Let's see. Next up, new classified figures. So we get well, Roblox not new, but Beachhead and Cobra Trooper were found here. And this is the Snake Eyes movie-based classified series figures too. So who knows? Maybe these are Beachhead and the Cobra Trooper from the new movie, which I can't imagine that's the case, but
Can't wait. Can't wait.
Yeah, I'm excited. The
it's been a long time.
The Trooper's going to be the one interesting one for me. They could make it look really cool, or they could really make it look like ass, I think.
Yeah, Jason, it's been a long time that G.I. Joe came back. Like I will listen to a lot of your shows and have like no G.I. Joe news, and suddenly it's like every single podcast is G.I. Joe. It's amazing. I love it.
It is though.
It's a good time to be a G.I. Joe fan.
Especially with the movie coming up, I think we're going to get a pretty good onslaught of stuff to talk about, whether it's good or bad. Who knows? Maybe they'll go to 5 POA figures for the 3 3/4 scale for the movie, or
you think we'll see any 3 3/4?
I think they said that there was going to be.
Yeah, I heard it's going to be a retro series on. It's going to be those 3 3/4.
Well, no, I'm talking about for the movie. For the Snake Eyes Origins movie, because they said they were going to do 3 3/4 scale, but that's all I've heard beyond that.
I hope so.
Yeah, so long as they're not 5 POA, because that's what's
yes.
me. I'm going to be like, oh, that design's so cool, and the figure's such a piece of shit.
I hate those vehicle drivers from Retaliation. Like, they look so cool, but they could have been so much cooler.
So Cass is excited to get his pre-orders for the classified figures. I'm the same way. I got a shipping notice from Entertainment Earth, so mine are on the way finally. I'm excited.
Oh,
nice. Seacons Upgrade Kit. So this is Dreamwave. So they've done so which one did you get both upgrade kits, Peter, for the Dino King or whatever they were?
Canagus. That's from Peace. Oh wait, I think it was Perfect Effect. Right? Oh no, it was Dreamwave. That's right. Yeah,
there were two. Yeah. I remember.
Right. I got the Dreamwave one.
And
awesome.
did you? I was gonna say, yeah. I think you said you really liked yours. So.
Oh, I love it. Love it. Oh, it's the best kit.
So. Replacing a lot of stuff here. New, it looks like shoulders, hips, the entire torso, new sword.
Yeah, that looks lit. Really, really nice.
So, yeah, I might be interested if I actually had gotten a set. I can't believe, like, the one thing Pulse has put out that they sold out on that I was like, oh, that thing's never going to sell out at that price. And
yeah, I had the Superion Perfect Effect kit, and I also had the Minosaur one too. But I think Dreamwaves, have a better standard of quality, and it just looked aesthetically better too. So
yeah, well, and to Perfect Effects credit, Dreamwaves this set is like $55, and Perfect Effect usually would hover around 30. But
it makes me buy two set though. Can't win.
For turtle fans out there, like I am, at least for very specific characters, NECA put out their schedule that they're going to be releasing their figures, because these things have just been going crazy in stores. That Casey Jones and Raphael, the movie 2-pack, that's a Walmart exclusive. Again, Walmart, so it doesn't say too much, but no one I have seen locally can find them. I've seen very few reports on, toy groups and that kind of stuff. So, and they were supposed to be out last weekend, or this week, I guess. but some of the things I'm excited for here, the Cartoon Wave 3 has Leatherhead and Slash, I think it was in there. Those are two, not necessarily Leatherhead, although I like alligator and shark anthropomorphic figures. But Slash and Metalhead are definitely focus characters. And then supposedly a restock of the Bebop and Rocksteady, because I'm also a Rocksteady fan. San Diego Comic-Con exclusive items. This is what's crazy. Exclusive figure box set and then a merchandise bundle. So I don't think we... do either of you guys father? Let's hope you don't father turtles. Do either of you follow turtles?
Yeah, I mean, I collect the NECA movie stuff.
Okay.
Not so much the cartoon stuff. I've never seen a single cartoon 2-pack at Target ever.
All I've seen, I've seen a Foot Soldier one, the Foot Soldier 2-pack. I've seen like 6 or 7 Shredder with Krang, right?
Yeah, Krang.
Yeah, and then I saw a Donatello one with somebody else once. But yeah, I don't, and I go to Targets at least once a week, if not 5 or 6 of them once a week. So they're just ridiculous. So yeah, I don't know what this exclusive figure box set. This isn't the movie. Jesus, why can't I think? Oh yeah, because I'm all getting all buzzed. What's the teacher? The rat?
Splinter.
This isn't the movie Splinter set. That was last year's, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The 2 foot soldiers, Splinter and Shredder.
Yeah.
Plus, isn't Target exclusively the animated stuff?
Well, but this being San Diego Comic-Con, I'm not sure. I think they're just looking for an outlet to get rid of the. Not that they couldn't just freaking put them up on their site and sell 15,000. Probably no problem, But so for movie, you've got Casey Jones. Now, do you have the 4 turtles from the GameStop?
Yeah.
Okay. See, and I have those. I have all the single packed ones. So, but 2 packs for people that are interested. Those should be dropping this week. And then Super Shredder, again, not a huge. I love the movies, and I have the 4 turtles in it, but that's the only thing I'll ever get because they didn't really have a Slash. You could say, what was it? Razar is kind of like Slash.
Yeah, he's like the snapping turtle.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like an evil turtle.
Can I ask you about that Super Shredder? Is that purple one that looks like he's wearing a spandex that's purplish color?
Yeah.
Oh man, are they planning to repaint him to like more gritty looking?
I don't think so. I think the picture, because he's pretty weird looking in the movie. I mean, the figure looks pretty close to what he looked like in the movie.
Oh,
and I think it was Kevin Nash who wore the suit in the movie.
Okay, I'm looking for something a little bit more like down to earth. I see it. That purple one over at your
so I
right
think
side.
this is the NECA one, right?
Right.
That's so here's the NECA one.
That's the one
that's awesome.
That looks like
a
gaming pick. What's that? A gaming.
The way they've kind of painted it here.
Yeah.
But it's definitely in the movie one. That is kind of interesting that they did the shading on it like that. But all right. Well, let's get on to store report. Well, Beyond the Clone 2-packs are being found at Target, and they're an exclusive. Again, we've got links here to the DPCI or DCPI if you're that kind of hunter that doesn't want to just drive around and wants to go right somewhere. And then something I didn't put in the show notes, as somebody reminded me, is the classified figures are showing up at Walmart's in an end cap box. Like that has it looked like 10 maybe, it maybe like 3 rows of 3 or something. The case pack out is 6, but I know it was more than 6, so maybe 12. Maybe that's what it was. But anyways,
it's probably 6 rows of 2, something like that.
So the cool thing is somebody I follow on Facebook actually was like, I'm going to buy all these figures. Can I take this cardboard box with it? And they said that was fine and sold them the display for the end cap too. So that was kind of cool. It's got the back of the box artwork. It's got that on the top, like in a die cut in the cardboard. So Cass say that the Joes are also showing up in Targets too, so that's good. Glad to see them hitting. Also, what's hitting discount is my Spirit Yoda, which people have very succinctly said looks like yogurt, but only $5.99, man. So like I say, I paid $20 for mine because I'm a Yoda guy, but at that price, I mean, who can't? At that price, if I find one, then maybe I'm going to try to do a yogurt custom and maybe try my first hand at sculpting, see if I can make a Mel Brooks looking Yoda. Online Sovereign reissue and immediately sold out. Like I got this email, like I woke up, checked my email around 9:30, and it went out like at midnight the night before, and he was already pre-sold out. So he has a more movie accurate, here's the comparison, more movie accurate coloring than the more toy accurate one before. And yeah, Fans Toys, just I didn't realize this. I was watching a Bobby Skullface podcast about the allure of just selling it all. You know, like, what if I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna sell all this shit and not do this anymore? These people that have invested or collected these Fans Toys, the Fan Toys Stomp, the what's the Brontosaurus Dinobot Slag? No, that's the fucking Triceratops. Anyways, the Brontosaurus one from Fans Toys goes for like $2,000 now. This is ridiculous. A $300 figure that goes for like $2,000 now, just because everybody's buying into this. All right, I'm going to go Fans Toys or nothing kind of thing. All of their figures go for almost double what their retail was, if not a lot more, you know. So it's just crazy. And
bandwagon.
Yeah, well, and it might be. I mean, they're also, you know, I agree. Like, I've always hated when people get like get really focused on a company as opposed to the best release. But I did it back in the day with Fans Project and Make Toys. Like, I just was loving everything they put out, like the quality at the time. And this is all chug scale stuff. You know, I really loved. People have done it with MMC, but now MMC's going in all these different directions. I mean, good on people that, you know, got in early at least on this stuff, because I think they're on like Fan Toys 50 or something at this point. So if you're gonna try now, and they're notorious for not reissuing things, they'll do things like this where they change the color or do a metallic paint version or something, but they don't just do straight up reissues. So
That's smart for them.
yeah, I mean, it keeps their shit in super high demand. I now hear people doing the rule of 3, where they're buying one to keep in the box, buying one to open, and buying one to sell. Like that's just how they pre-order their fucking shit. Because the one that they sell will pay for their other 2.
Do not follow that model.
Yeah, I mean, eventually the bubble's going to burst at some point. Transform Element Cell Shaded Prime. Now, see, this one's dope. So, Transform Element is they did a masterpiece cartoon Optimus Prime. And can I not get these to go bigger?
Jeez, $35 in eBay box.
Yeah, bro.
I'm so jealous.
All right. Wait till you see what we got. I finally took inventory of everything I got in June, and it made me shit my pants. I need to keep a much closer eye. Yeah. Okay. But I love this. This is a possibility for me. Again, I love cell shaded stuff. And the Transform Element, the MP Prime, if you want to call it, people say third party is an MP. That's trademark name, whatever. MP scaled. Optimus Prime really got good reviews. People really liked it. So at $135, this is Baba Bobo. Have you gotten your stuff from Baba Bobo? What's going on with you?
In fact, no. You know what? I'll save it to what we got, and I'll tell you what's going on.
Okay, that's good. So yeah, I love that guy, and I think he's available by TF Source. I just happened to get that email from them. Action Force Sergeant Slaughter. So this is from the Valaverse. And they are the guys that scooped up the Action Force trademark right out from Hasbro, and looks like they got rights to do a Sergeant Slaughter, because I don't think they would risk this trying to do this third party. And he looks really good. I'm digging him. Cliff, you were the one that had the Mattel one, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I have that same Mattel one. I went down and looked at it, and I was like, it took me an entire night to just kind of kick it around in my head. Do I really need this? I did eventually pre-order this, but what do you think of this one relative to what you have?
Well, I did. I also pre-ordered this from Big Bad.
Did you?
I did. The one I have is nice because it looks like the Mattel one is very triple. What was it? The triple T driver. So it's like it's his camo pants and his black tank top. He doesn't come with a gun, but I found a gun for him. But this one is kind of cool. I think it'll go with the new aesthetic of the classified look a little more than the Mattel one. So I pre-ordered it. I didn't want to buy it outright from their Kickstarter or whatever it was. I decided to pre-order it. The shipping, and then at least if I pre-order from Big Bad, if I change my mind later, I can always back out.
Oh, cancel.
Yeah.
That's smart.
So, Cass, thank you for putting that in there, Cass. One, he said the Brontosaurus or Brachiosaurus is sludge. Thank you very much. And he says he likes the Sergeant Slaughter, but like it if it was a little bit thicker. Yeah, because he was always a little rotund in the middle, you know.
Yep.
He wasn't svelte by any means, but yeah, I dig it. I'll be really curious. Did you show your Slaughter next to your classified figures?
Yeah, I took a group shot.
Did you? Okay. I'm like, I could have swore that's why I was so excited, because it did scale well. But I'll be curious to see where this comes in. Even though these are all 1/12 figures, just a half a centimeter here or there can really make the difference.
Does he really have such a big chin?
It's pretty damn big.
Really?
It seems a little exagerated.
It's definitely exaggerated. It's not quite Maniac Cop, but it's close.
Yeah, because I can only see Popeye. That's it. I don't know. I was just man, that chin.
And I don't think his mustache would get, covered by his nose with his mouth just closed like that. But yeah, it's definitely a little stylized, but so is the Maliverse stuff.
All right.
It's definitely more cartoony than trying to look realistic. More PlanetX sales. So if you're a fan, like I am, of their never-ending war for Cybertron stuff they're putting out, you can get some of their bigger pieces for the cheapest price points yet. Their Project Genesis, the Omega Supreme, and I mean this thing is freaking. I would pull mine down, but I would knock 100 other figures down. But this thing is huge. The Apocalypse is even bigger than them, and right now you can get it for $250. And it's just crazy that this is all pre-order stuff. You get the Ironhide and Ratchet. Their Vulcan isn't any cheaper.
That is strange. How come pre-orders are 50%? I mean, well, close to 40-something% off.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying is all this third party shit is price fixed. There's Bobby's done stories on it and that kind of shit. So I think we're seeing closer to what this costs them to make it here, with a little bit of profit, little bit of logistics added in there. And then all right, we're at what we got. Let's go bottom to top.
I'm throwing the link of the Sergeant Slaughter picture with the classifieds in the chat, in the private chat, in the StreamYard. If you wanted to open it.
Yeah, where the fuck is that? No, that's a chat here.
Private chat right there. Yeah, I see the link.
I'm not seeing it. Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, I see it on the right hand side. That's what always does it to me. I'm looking down here with all the other icons. All right, so let me toss this sucker up here and people can see the way that Mattel one. Now again, that Mattel one was what, like maybe 5 years ago? I mean, I'm sure I've had it for a while.
Yeah, it's been a few years. I'd say at least 3 years, if not older.
Oh, its height is good.
Wow, it looks better. I don't know, to me.
Yeah, no, I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, and especially you see Roadblock and Snake Eyes at his same depth level. So he's about the same size as Roadblock and as he should be, taller than Snake Eyes. Oh yeah. No, I think it looks awesome. And I didn't realize this till I went down and looked at mine, that I was like, why would they make his sunglasses removable? And I forgot that this one, his sunglasses are removable as well.
Yeah, and his hat too.
Yeah. All right. Let's oh, now I'm way messed up here. Okay, here we go. All right, so let's do what we got. AAA, what'd you get in the last week?
So going back to Baba Bobo. So I reached out to him and said it's still in limbo, the package, and I'm about to run out of my buyer's protection guarantee. So I had no choice, but I have to file a claim on it. He understands. He says that if the package does come in, please just pay me back. So,
yeah. Yeah, just
and
be a
that's
human being.
understandable.
Don't be a
Yeah,
douchebag. Yeah,
right.
exactly.
So that's that. And right now I'm checking that tracking every single day, and it's still just stuck there. It's not moving anywhere. So and next thing is I had the Castle Grayskull. Shout out to Joe Ryan for the idea hookup. I'm building, I guess, 1/4 of the way, and it's pretty cool. We enjoy the build. It's very intricate. The only downside is it looks too cartoonish. I guess they're going for the filmation look of the bricks. It's a lighter green, or I don't know, pastel green. I don't know. I kind of like it when it's a little bit darker green, so it looks has more realism. And they should have used like camouflage bricks that they use from their Call of Duty line. But otherwise, it's a pretty solid, nice build. I haven't continued the rest of the castle, only 1/4 of the way. But thanks for the heads up, Slick. I know it's gonna be boring from there on, right?
Yeah, and like I said, I just turn on a movie that like I watch BMX Bandits during, movies that aren't good to just sit there and watch. But
Right.
it's been forever since I had seen it. That kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and
then
I really liked your thought on because they do have those camouflage. Oh, why is that? Oh, because I'm zooming in the wrong damn screen. I really liked your thought on their camouflage bricks, because I think that would have added a lot of texture.
Yeah.
Because you're right. I mean, it does look too thin. I mean, these are, here's a statue based on the Filmation. You see the Filmation stills. It's lighter than all of these. Like here's even a custom painted one that's supposed to look like Filmation, and they're lighter than this even.
Yeah.
So
I like it when it's darker. I mean, at least follow the MOTU classic one. That's a nice color. So, but I guess they're trying to appeal to kids too, and if it's, I don't know, if it's too dark, it might look a little bit scary. Then they can't like put it age whatever. Wait, is that, I'm not sure what age they put on there, but
yeah.
So, but anyway, let's move on. I have I think it's called Blue Planet Valley or Blue Valley. It's a 3 3/4 inch line. Took some pictures. Go to my Facebook page. You can see those photography of those 3 3/4 um, military girl action toys. They're pretty cool, and I pretty much have the hair dryer next to me the whole entire time, so you can like, if you want to change parts, that's what you do. You have to. This toy is built to have that hair dryer next to you. That's the concept of being customizing your own character. If you had more, you can come up with different configurations or whatever looks you're after. So it's a pretty nice line, but it's very pricey. So for those who missed the boat, eBay is pretty much your best friend on those, and it's definitely not easy on the wallet. So and I have 2 Snake Eyes came in to classify.
Nice.
From Amazon. One was all beat up towards the box. They put in the bubble envelope, so the other one survived a bit. So I sent the damaged one back at the end. So I bought 2 is because I was hoping they'll put it in a box and not a bubble mailer, but yet they still throw in a bubble mailer. So I'll ship them back the damaged one, and I keep the other one.
Oh, they shipped you 2 in one bubble mailer?
In bubble, yes, in one bubble mailer. It's crazy. They try to get away with things. But Destro is coming, and I bought 2 as well, and hopefully they put it in the box. If they don't, one of them will go back. So what else? I ordered the Master of Universe Mega Construct Scarecrow. That landed, but I haven't got around to taking it out and mess with it. So also I got my Grail, Massive Universe Classic Scarecrow. Used. The guy has a throne too, so I don't know where the throne comes from. It looks like the Skeletor's throne. So he has that packaged together, and it's $200 shipped. So I'm like, I'm doing it. So I'm finished with that Grail. And lastly, and this is a special thank you to Nate Toys and Collectible. Big shout out, buddy. He's gonna be able to hook me up with that Robotech / Macross VF1 Roy Falker. He has. I'm not sure he guarantee or not guarantee, but at least it's worth a shot. I gave him a deposit for half the price, and I hope he comes through on release date, and that's in December 2020. So thanks,
so
Nate.
You're going to be past your ability to put a claim on it.
It's gonna be December, the last day of December for the claim. Yeah, but I will talk to him. I'm pretty serious about this purchase. I don't want my protection to run out. So if you can help me, and I'll just repay you again. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. So, and that's all I got.
Sweet. Yeah, these Planet. It couldn't find it at first because it was like Blue Valley. It's Green Valley.
Valley. Oh, okay, that's it.
These are dope. What Peter showed me and his picks were like, even now, not that this is a sexual thing, but even the like sports bras. Come on.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I mean, like everything. It is literally like a doll, but it's all plastic. So yeah, and I could definitely see with a lot of these parts why you'd want to keep a hair dryer around you. $35 on BBTS, completely sold out though. So
to me, a doll has fabric clothing and rooted hair.
Exactly. Yeah.
So this is like an action figure where you could strip down to the skin level. So basically you can gear that character up any way you like. So that's kind of my take on the next level to Marauders. So yeah. Marauders, you can just customize what gear this character is wearing. Imagine going deeper where you can outfit that military outfit thing, whatever she's gonna wear. She's gonna wear shoes, boots, or not, or socks, or not, or bra, or not. It's up to you. So.
All right, Cliff, what did you get in, sir?
I got a pile of loot in that I haven't opened. It's just behind me in that pile of boxes. That had I actually had to pull it up. It has a DC Essentials Batman in it, the Ultimate Pinhead from NECA, the Diamond Select Rocketeer, the Halloween 3 Trick or Treaters from NECA.
Oh, I wish they weren't dolls.
Yeah,
I'd be all about them.
Me too, but man, I couldn't turn down Halloween 3 merch.
Yeah, you're so true. You're so right.
It's got a handful of Star Wars vintage figures: a Cara Dune, Mandalorian, the Remnant Stormtrooper, and the Tiny Terrors Wave 3 with Nosferatu, the Nun, and Ash.
Sweet. Hell yeah. But none open?
No, I didn't even open the box. I'm just taking it to my storage unit.
It's just a hoarder, huh?
Pretty much. Oh, I also picked up the Bat Cycle to the Spin Master.
Oh,
it kind of has a tumbler feel to it. Not a tumbler, but a bat pod from the Nolan.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
So I got him on my desk because it was like $11.87 on Amazon. It comes with a clay face.
Oh, and because it's in that same thing as their like Metsu, and then they have a dark wing that comes with like a flying apparatus in that same price scale?
No, these I think this price scale was $14.99 or $15.99. Those were the $12.99.
Okay.
But like I said, I was just scrolling on Amazon one day and it was like $11.87. I'm like, well, I'll fucking take a bat cycle for $11.87. Like, it's got Clayface. Like,
yeah. Oh shit. All right. Well, let's get into my disgrace here, and let me share this so people can see the depths of my addiction here. Oh, I think it's all, no, there it is. Okay. No. Oh, Jesus Christ, really? Is it this hard? Yeah. It's the spreadsheet. So each year I do tracking. Why can this not get bigger? Oh, too big. Too big. All right, this is big. Okay, so you see, I budget myself $200 a month, which is a joke. I think one month a year I actually go under my budget, but I calculate total balance. I do average.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, average per toy, average per day. So this is this month, and then I also do a running total down here. Well, this is how far I'm over my bat.
That's legit right there.
Yeah, this is overall per toy what I buy. So I'm sure Peter, your overall per toy would look a lot different than mine.
Yeah, but my thing is like 300, bam, 250, bam.
Yeah.
So, but it's not so much like this. Like it's that's a lot of stuff.
So what I went crazy with is it'd been a long time since I had done KO Lego stuff. So you'll notice some AliExpress up here, Stormtrooper Commando, the Kenner Mando I showed off. Then we get into some Lego or some eBay Lego KO stuff. The Megapolis, now this is like I talked about on the last show. These are all things besides the vintage collection stuff that I had already bought from like Walmart or Target and I found cheaper. So that's why they're in this month instead of spread out over the last 3 months. Now I did go a little crazy. A guy here that's the most insane G.I. Joe collector I've ever seen in the area was doing you come to his house and he'll sell you shit. And I paid more than I should have. He just basically ran through eBay and he would give me the lower number of the sold listings. And what I didn't realize was the toy market is going through such an upsurge right now that I probably paid a lot more than I should have for any of these. But these are all complete, all with really good file cards. Like if it had like the eel, like if it had the Cobra symbol, it was perfect. So they're really good versions of these.
Are these mid-on card vintage or are they 25th anniversary?
Loose, complete with file card. Besides Recondo, the reason why I paid so much for him, one, besides he was one of my first Joes, this is a full file card that is like an immaculate. It's not cut off, but whoever ripped it off, like painstakingly ripped it off. So paid a little bit more there. Got the Toxic Crusader, Battle Tribes I talked about already. This has my order of my Ghostbusters. So one to open, one to keep on card. Yeah, it was, I mean, this was straight from Walmart.
Okay.
Paid scalper prices on the ATDT. Never saw that in person. My Scare Glow, like Peter Peter finally scared me into buying it myself.
Scared.
Yeah, but I'm not going to open it. I am going to hope that they do that 2-pack of it or do a reissue of
that one.
vehicle. Yeah, and then I'll sell this carded one at the scalper price that I paid
Jesus
for
God,
that. We talked about the He-Man minifigures, the KOs that I got, a few more Mech Fan toy stuff. Again, more Lego KO stuff. I got the Wei Zhang Predaking. So this is the one that is almost exactly like the Hasbro release, but with some updated, some improved articulation and, in my opinion, sculpting. But you could see $74 for it. Also, all those eBay bucks are coming from these purchases. So all of these were bought with like a 10% coupon or something.
Wow.
Some more Black Major stuff. Arctic Eels, then some weird stuff. I found a Netflix Magnus for $35. That's what I was saying. That was my price point. I was like, if I could find one for $35, I'd get that. And then some of the fun stuff that I got. This little guy. Yeah, look at that. That is a Voltron Defender or Guardian of the Galaxy or whatever, but it's a Bindum.
Oh, okay.
An old school Bindum that the company that does these looks like they're going to start putting out some new licensed versions of their Bindums.
Jason, did you pre-order the one from Super 7? That box is amazing.
I haven't opened it, but I did get it. So I have them here. I bought one to open and one to keep in box.
Oh, it's beautiful. I saw a review from Toy Bros, I think. It was amazing.
That box with just 2 of them in there was so heavy. I was like, what the fuck did I get from Super 7? Like, I didn't see my shipping notice for this. And when I got
there it is. Yeah.
It felt like a case of figures, and I'm like, what is this? Now, one thing I meant to show off with Lotus. Give me a second. Should have had this ready. Where is that other one? Oh, there's my Hobby Bodies coupon I was looking for. Oh, God. Okay, I can't find the one I wanted to show Lotus, so maybe I'll find it by the next show. But so I went to a Five Below finally. We had 5 of them open in our area. I've never even seen a Five Below in my life.
Oh wow!
Yeah. We didn't have them here, and now they open 5 in our city. I went on opening day. Wasn't too bad. I had to wait in line for about 5 minutes because they were keeping occupancy down, but it was still a shit ton of people in that store. I didn't realize they were so small. Like, at least mine was like a dollar store. It was pretty small. Nothing retail really to write home about, like or for franchises. They had the old Titan Masters for Transformers, like the Skull Cruncher and the Depth Charge, those guys, for $5 when that's what they were in the store. So it wasn't really on sale, but I had to pick up something since I was there. And so this isn't what I got from Five Below. I got this one from Walmart, but I got this thing called Dino Strike. And if you're a surprise, if you have a kid, you're probably into surprise things, or they are. So this is what they call a 5 surprise. And it comes in this circle that there's 5 different pieces to it, and each piece you open up has different pieces. So this is a fucking Dino Rider without the guy.
Oh, Jason, present yourself. Full screen.
Yeah. Thank you. Because you're just seeing this little tiny thing. Oh yeah, and I can do just myself probably. Hopefully that's just going to do me. Okay, so there we go.
Okay, I see it.
End of frame. So now the guns with the missiles in Jesus. Look a little ridiculous. They of course are firing missiles, but without them, it looks a little bit more realistic. You get moving jaws on them. This one has an action feature. The Triceratops one didn't. So this was only $5 there, $6 at Walmart. But what Lotus is gonna fucking love is they have 3 of them are skeleton dinosaurs that have the weaponry on them like a Dino Rider. So it's just like his Bone Age line.
Bone Age.
Pick one up.
Yeah. That's the one I got from Five Below was a skeleton Triceratops. So this was, yeah. Hey, baby. We're just wrapping up our show. You want to say hi? Say hi.
Hello.
Hi.
She's been swimming all day at a friend's house.
Sounds like fun.
All right, take the pterodactyl and go fly away.
Okay.
Man, I haven't thought about Bone Age in 20 years.
Yeah, and so it has a Triceratops, a T-Rex, and a whatever the Lost World one, the Spinosaurus or whatever.
Yeah.
It's got those 3 in skeleton versions as well. So no codes that I can find. I even found a thread on TFW 2005 where they were talking about them. And I now with this one, I thought for sure there would be codes. So I didn't even pay attention to my first one. But with this one, it does look like there's something printed on the outside. So I'm taking a picture. I'm going to try to start a code list for it so I don't get a bunch of duplicates. But on that TFW thing, there was people already offering these up for trades. The coolest thing is the weapons are 5mm pegs, so you can use them on your Transformers as well.
Or Diaclone.
Or Diaclone, yeah. So yeah, besides that, I got the 40th Forlom and Zuckus from that Amazon exclusive. Nice 20% coupon off when I ordered those. So yeah, if people didn't catch it, my June was ridiculous. Look at that.
It is.
And that's because I wasn't keeping track. I just kept buying stuff. I was like, oh yeah, that, and oh yeah, that, and oh yeah, that. So please keep track of your purchases.
I think you should spend more of your time playing than buying.
Yeah, I don't have enough time to play because I'm buying all the time. I'm not sharing my screen, but anyways, I'm gonna keep that hidden. So just know that if you didn't catch it before, it's a disgustingly large number.
Yeah, I saw it.
I saw nothing.
You try not to look, right?
Yeah.
My screen was down.
Let's get back into the show notes. Let me share my screen. We're going to do listener feedback and questions. All right. Denver wrote in again. I was hoping you guys might have some ideas on where to get some third-party guns and accessories for the new G.I. Joe 6-inch figures, something to replace the futuristic guns with more realistic looking ones, and also maybe some sunglasses and helmets, especially some type of chain gun for Roadblock. Completely agree. That rail gun is ridiculous. Also, it seems Walmart just keeps getting collectors more frustrated every week. I'd like to pre-order the new Transformers Red line. If I could get them somewhere like BBTS, I would, but I guess they are exclusive to Walmart, and I don't know if they are. Maybe they are. I haven't seen anything specifically or heard anything, but I've been I haven't watched any of those fan first fucking live streams. I really want to see the packaging first. I think I think I'll just take my chances and try to get them if they show up in stock on Walmart online and have them shipped to store. My store is not doing ship to store anymore. It's absolutely insane. Like nothing I've pre-ordered is available for ship to store. Thanks again for the YouTube show. None of my friends collect figures, so I'm kind of on my own. Sorry for the long email. Look forward to your next show. Shane's my only IRL. I mean, I've met and hung out with Peter, so you know, consider him in real life friend, you know, but none of the people around me in my geographic area collect, so I know what you're saying.
Same here.
Yeah, it just people are, and I guess there is one other guy, but he's more of a comics guy, so he all does Marvel Legends, some Black Series, but beyond that. The guns, now I don't like to support them, but I will answer your question. This is because I had one bad experience with them. Most people have had nothing but good experiences with them, and they're very well known as Marauders Gun Runners. Just Google it. And they have 6-inch weapons as far as I'm aware.
They do. I pre-ordered them, or I ordered them.
Did you? Okay, because I know they did the Kickstarter, and that's their only Kickstarter that failed, was those 6-inch weapons. But I figured if they had gotten to that point, that they would probably produce them anyways, kind of thing. What kind of price points are they at, Cliff? What are you looking at, like $1 a weapon or something?
Yeah, I'm actually pulling it up now. Just a heads up, they are, I think with all their new stuff, they're on a 4-week shipping delay. So I actually ordered the guns before I got any of my classified figures, and I still have not gotten any of the guns, but I'm confident they'll show up eventually. Yeah, they're about $2-3 a weapon, and they do have a pretty big, two pretty big guns that I ordered for Roadblock, an M4. I'm sorry, that's an MK46 machine gun that you could buy a separate ammo belt for, which I did.
Nice.
So that's going to be my Roadblock gun. But I personally, I don't really have an issue with the sci-fi guns. So, but I ordered just like a set, like, you know, how they have, you can get just one of every gun. That was $12.99. Okay. So I got that, and then the extra ammo belt. The other place you can look is Action Force, and especially on BBTS right now, if you go to their Action Force pre-orders, they're doing gun sets too.
Yeah, and those to me are almost more in line with the classifieds, because if I'm not mistaken, the 6-inch ones on Marauders are like all black, right?
No, actually,
like, do they
some
have
of them are tan
ones, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, some of them are tan.
Because that's what the Action Force ones, they have them cast in different colors and then glued together and that kind of thing. So yeah, that was a good one too, because I did, when I went to go look at the Sergeant Slaughter, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about the accessory kits, but I think I'm gonna keep mine OG. If I'm gonna open them, I'm just gonna display them with what they come with.
I want to share with you guys some knowledge on the import side of things. I share my screen so you can take a look.
Here. I'll add you.
All right. This is a company called Koto Bukiya. Okay, they've been doing some G.I. Joes and other, you know,
long
shoujo
Star Wars licensee.
Mm-hmm. Now,
they do those shoujos, right? The shoujo statues.
Exactly. So this is the same company that make guns and weapons, okay? And what's really interesting is the price is very attractive right here. It's about $5-6, and you built this, okay? They come in a runner, okay, like this,
a little sprue
and
sprue.
So all their weapons are model kits basically, and this guy here, it's a 6-inch figure, so you can give it to that, so no problem. And there's a list of other things that they have, and I generally buy them and paint them, you know, to my liking. So for that example, like this here, so you're piled up, you buy a bunch of them because they're cheap, you know, and then, you know, they don't come silver like this. You just have to paint them It's very easy. Just get a silver chrome markers and color that up. So you can like have a little bit futuristic weapons or whatever your 6-inch figure needs, and they have a lot. I mean, literally.
That's dope.
Whole list of other strange weapons that you can, mess with and do a little bit of customizing. So this is like a blade. This is like a sword thing, and yeah, I know it's probably not going to fit a lot of World War II things, but or modern weapons. But for those who like a little bit sci-fi-ish, well, there you go, I guess.
Boo! No. I love sci-fi, just not
Yeah.
with my early wave Joes, at least.
Yeah. I think if you dig in here, you might find like traditional weapons in here.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, this is very cool actually. Remember that Gatling gun I showed you? You can buy a motor for that and install it. Yeah. And you just have to wind it up. You don't even have to put batteries. Now this gun, there's a little arrow showing here that's the motor piece. Well, if you wind it, it's a little small wind up toy thing. This gun here, this shaft will come in and out.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's so wicked. Yeah, so see, you have to buy this motor. This motor does not come with it. Yeah, separately.
Okay.
So the motor costs about $10. The plastic weapon itself is probably $7, $8. So you're like, it's a lot of fun. I like gimmicks and yeah. So, but yeah.
A lot of those Rambo figures from Coleco used to have those wind-up weapons.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good that you don't have to put batteries, which is great. So that's it.
So yeah, we're doing good on time. I'm gonna cut this at about 8 minutes. But Joe Rhino had messaged me about talking about bots, and now I forget what it was even in regard to.
Probably Walmart's Casey Jones.
Maybe that may have been the case. And then Matt Shanka had also put, when it came to that Gigawatt, that it was the bots that bought them all. And so I just kind of wanted to talk about this real quick, kind of get this out there. I've got a little bit of experience with this, but definitely not an expert here, and would like to hear if anybody else has heard things from other groups, other podcasts, that kind of thing. So when we talk about bots buying things, so when I worked at Ticketmaster in the late 90s, and it was a big controversy there that bots were buying tickets. And it's still a huge controversy. And now I absolutely know that it happens. And this is how ticket agencies get front row, get 10 sets of front row tickets to the most in-demand concert ever and that kind of stuff. There's literally software out there that can hit e-commerce websites and purchase things for you. CAPTCHAs, those things where you have to say, oh, what are the letters you see? Or click all the pictures that have stoplights in them and stuff. Those are all CAPTCHAs. Those are all things meant to disable bots and to keep bots from completing processes online. And Joe Rhino was kind of like, am I tinfoil hat here, kind of, conspiracy theory guy? And I told him, I really don't know. I've used tools in the past that will check a web page every 30 seconds. And if anything changes on that web page, it'll text me. And that's how I used to get a lot of my Comic-Con exclusives on the few years that I didn't go. So it just constantly hit Mattel's site. until the page changed somehow. Now I got a lot of false positives because lots of things go into that, but that was the way I was able to get on there. But again, that's a very rudimentary thing, saying, hey, did a web page change? Now, what Joe was referring to and what Matt was talking about is totally automated bots that'll hit a page and literally be able to like add the item to the cart, go to the cart page, log in as, and if you're talking about multiples here, log in as a fake account with or not a fake, but a secondary, tertiary account that has a credit card on it, that has a shipping address, that, you know, has all these things that keep website, you know, it's real easy from a website order to say, show me the orders for yesterday, show me how many have the same shipping address, or how many have the same payment method, or, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's really easy to throw shit out like that. But we're talking about bots that use different addresses, different payment methods, different names, all this kind of stuff, but that can still all get to a single person. And I wasn't really sure if people are using them. I mean, they're huge in the sneaker game. You know, if you're a sneaker collector, you know, they put those shoes on sale. They usually go for about $200 retail. You can fucking flip some of those shoes for $1,000 literally 30 minutes later. Put them up on eBay for instead of 200, put them up there for 1,200, and you'll have someone buy it now, right there. Like it's not a joke, because sneakers are one of those things that people have lots of expendable income, whether you're a culture vulture or maybe you're a hip hop star or whatever. You've got the money to spend $1,500 on a sneaker that, you know, 200 kids had to wait in line, and then there was only another 100 available online, that kind of shit. So they do use bots for sneakers. I just questioned whether, you know, even if you could order 30 of those gigawatts and they all sell for 20 to 30 bucks over retail, you're talking about a lot of work here to make $500, you know, not including repacking all that shit and shipping it back out. You know, like, that was my only thing, was like, it seems too convoluted for such a low margin. But I don't know, do you guys have any experience? Have you ever heard anything about this stuff?
Actually, I do.
Okay.
I spoke to one of the guys at one of the park and tray swap meetup, and there's a guy who managed to get like the hardest things, and he has it on his table for sale. And then I just like, this is hard. This is like, this one here, it's like 5 seconds, like checkout. This one here is like 2 seconds. How do you manage to get all? I was surprised. He told me. He says, come over here, because I had a booth next door to him, pretty close. And he told me the secret. He says he sells sneakers and all these other rare things, and he runs a bot. I was like, can you explain to me about this bot if you can? He's like, possibly, you know, say, I'll let you in on it. Basically, but not everything, he says. Basically, you pay a subscription fee. I was like, huh? So it costs him about $450 each month to pay the subscription fee. Okay, and he has to make it profitable. So he has to know that program is able to run several sneakers, you know, online stores that he likes to shop, right? And some of the import toy store that he gets from. So to make it worthwhile, he really needs to like buy all these different things. And what's so good is everything, it's all determined. Like you preload everything. The programs understood, like what
you give it a URL, you give it your shipping and payment information.
Right, payment, shipping, and everything. You gotta give them at least 3 credit cards and 3 shipping addresses, and it just randomly sorts them. Yeah. And then how many do you want? and so on. And that's how he's been doing it. But some companies does catch on, for example, but a lot of them still hiring like special tech person to try to counter this. It's still a difficult task because they got their funding. Yeah. I mean, you have a large group of people who's paying money. So there's these hackers who built these bots. So there's money funding that. So and then big companies like Nike, they're funding another group of team to counter this. It's really difficult. But as long as they see money are being purchased, like with using bots, there's a subscription and people paying it, it's never gonna go away. So that's the biggest problem. That's what happened to my Macross. It's how do you check out in 3 seconds? I just have lag. Like 20 minutes later, it's just empty shopping carts. Ridiculous. So
well, I mean, and it's sending, and this is what I told Joe was like, I know they have those sneaker bots, so it wouldn't be very hard to point that at Hasbro Pulse or point it at Mattel or something, and have it do essentially the same thing.
Oh, but
I mean, you're talking about it's able to do things in split seconds and just keep resubmitting faster than you could ever press a button. That button get communicated to your computer, that go over the internet, that's crazy.
Now that's the thing is, like, only companies like Nike, as big as them, they will counter this. But not Hasbro. It's expensive.
Yeah, or Walmart.com. Like, what the fuck do they care? So long as
Walmart doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
No, they're just toys to them. Yeah, but they know, like, Reeboks. I'm not sure Reebok does it, but anyway, but
Reebok
Nike definitely.
does. Reebok's a big one in the sneaker game.
Okay, they are. Okay.
Still with $100 split second sellout drops.
Yeah. Okay. So, because there's a big team that they're hiring, and it's expensive to. They're just trying to be fair, and it's the market doesn't look like it's being playing fair, so that's why they have, computer technicians behind them. So.
Yeah, and so I don't act like I just know all this off the top of my head because I'm a sneakerhead or anything like that. All of my knowledge of this is based off of a Quibi series. So I'm sure people know what Quibi is. One of their series that is basically 12 7-minute episodes. That's their whole thing, their little mobile thing was one called You Ain't Got These. And it was this just amazing. If you put that out, that's about almost an hour and a half documentary on sneaker culture. And and people are bitching about, it's basically anytime there's money to be made, the machine is going to step in, the fucking scalpers are going to step in, all that kind of shit. So that's crazy. And if you're paying a sub fee, then I wouldn't see why you wouldn't point it at some exclusive toy drops and stuff like that.
Yeah, he told me he makes about 7,000 to about 10,000 a month. So this is worth it for him.
Yeah,
just doing flipping.
Yeah, they even on that documentary they had a segment about kids that there's this block in LA where kids just set up, and we're talking about anywhere from 15 to 21-year-old kids that just put their sneakers that they got out there and put a price tag on them and sit there and wait until some rich guy drives by looking to buy sneakers that day and buys their sneakers for 5 times the amount they paid for them, so crazy. Well, good. I'm glad that you knew something about this. I'm glad we didn't talk about it last week. Me and Cliff would have been like, I guess this probably happens.
Yeah, I mean, that was like Twitter said there were bots. I believe them.
All right, we got 5 minutes. Let's whip through these real quick. We got Star Wars Lego art. So these are kind of cool. Let me share my screen so you can actually see what I'm talking about. Star Wars like big push this year has been this thing called dots, and it's their little
Share your screen again.
Oh, did I not share it? Oh, what happened there? Oh, for some reason I got kicked off that thing. So it's these. Oh, and I'm zooming in the wrong goddamn screen again. I'll get good at this someday. So it's they're basically their little single circle pegs. But what they've done, these look to be all circles, but they've even done little like quarter pegs and stuff to add angles. But these are sets that they're going to put out that you can build these huge pieces of Lego art just using dots, basically. So I don't know. I think this is kind of cool. Like I was telling Peter, the Castle Grayskull, it gets boring as fuck, but it's also kind of therapeutic, to just sit there, not really use your head too much. You can pretty quickly identify the repeating pattern that they were doing with the castle and just no brainer it, and I think this could be the same way for people if you're interested. So this is just the Sith ones they're showing so far, and I think it's just those three. I think this might be just one that they did in-house or something, but I think it's these square ones. But a cool little piece of art, to put up on your shelves.
It's kind of remind me of, what's that, Light Night?
Light
Bright, yeah.
Turn on the magic of shining lights.
Yeah, there you go. You got the tagline memorized. Yeah. Holy shit!
I remember that commercial. You don't remember that jingle, Jason?
No, I mean, once you said it, I was like, that sounds exactly like what it would have been. But
yeah, it was like light bright, turn on the magic of shining lights. I remember that commercial.
Yeah, this is like, because this is like 2D art, It's not, you're not building 3D depth, so it's just, that looks like blah blah blah, so.
Yeah, we went. We were gonna buy Little Miss McFavorite a light bright, and now they're LED, so they're flat. All flat. Yeah, which I guess is kind of cool. It's kind of like a picture, but we opted to buy her the world's smallest light bright that was still like the CRT dimensions of it.
Just black construction paper, just right over it.
Right over it. She wasn't a huge fan of how little the pegs were for the world.
I assume not.
You're torturing her.
Yeah. Like, God damn it, you're gonna have this form factor whether it kills you. Transformers put up some War for Cybertron promotional posters. Nothing too exciting here. I do think it's kind of cool how they're able to catch the movement in the posts that they did. I'm not sure why this is kind of overlapping here, but here's Megatron and Prime. Now you're like, oh, this is going to be a cartoon. These look exactly like the toys, and they use the CAD drawings from the toys to create the characters. Same thing as the same thing as the Machinima series, the old War for Cybertron series. I kind of like it. I gotta say, I don't hate it, and I think it's kind of interesting. At least kids can buy a toy that looks exactly like what they see on screen.
That's true.
We get Jetfire and his scientist buddy here, Starscream, or maybe not. It was there when I did the show notes. Maybe we just need a refresh. Yeah,
it's like the future movie poster.
Yeah, it is kind of, like the fucking Back to the Future 2, the Jaws that comes out. So, and then the first three, the sites I found had links to the movement versions of them. But the first 3 we got was, there we go, Ultra Magnus, Bumblebee, and not Alita 1. What? Maybe it is Alita 1. So yeah, I'm excited for this series. Again, I'm a fucking Netflix subscriber anyway, so it's not like I have to make a decision whether I want to pay $12 a month to watch this or something. But, and again, I don't hate that they're using the toy models for it. MOTU, Sonic She-Ra, what do they call them? Fuck, I put prizes, but they call them something when they put a toy in a Happy Meal. But I guess these are old. I thought this was new that it showed up, but this guy's actually just doing a video on it right now. But if you're a She-Ra Princesses of Power fan, you might want to take a look at him. There is a couple figures in them. Most of them are like stickers and straw buddies and stuff like that. But I'm sure it's something you can find on eBay if you're a big fan of that. I just thought it was kind of a interesting thing to throw in there.
I just started watching that.
I just started back up. Like I got Little Miss McFavorite like couple episodes into season 2, and she just wasn't digging it.
Yeah.
So now what we do is we watch something she wants to watch, and then we watch that. So
yeah,
now
and you said that this is Daddy's cartoon.
Yeah, she's like, I want to watch Powerpuff Girls, which I like also. I want to watch Powerpuff Girls, and I'm like, no problem. Then we're gonna watch She-Ra.
That's funny.
Yeah, I watched the first season. I liked it.
Did you? Yeah, I think it's good, and it's got a good message and all this, and
Seahawk's hilarious.
Yeah, no, he
just wants to burn his ship.
Yeah.
He just.
Well, and how they play on all the stereotypes, I think, are amazing. Like they did a great job modernizing that and actually teaching kids something. Last up, G.I. Joe masks. So these are GameStop exclusive. So as far as I know, these
helmet.
Ooh, Jesus, $200 or sorry, helmet. $200. I thought these were like Black Series, but not at a $200 price point.
Yeah,
GeekNet Inc. I have never heard of that. But let's take a look here.
It's great for helmet collectors.
Yeah,
I don't know. There's something about them though. They almost seem slight. Like they don't seem like I would imagine Cobra Commander's battle armor to be a little more robust.
Yeah. And let's show that the Snake Eyes gets a little bit of a pass because it's all black. But let's look at this Cobra Commander.
Like I just think that helmet would be bigger. Like
yeah. Well, and what I don't like is that it's white. I mean, I think anybody that ever envisioned this thought it would be chrome, right?
It's not
You're
chrome.
right.
I just assumed it looked white. I just
Maybe
assumed
that's what it is. Maybe it is chrome and it just looks white. But the stripe on his head, Cobra Commander. I didn't think that was the stripe always white. Oh, it was a white. Okay. So chromed mask with the white stripe. Okay, so the stripe is a little less off-putting than I originally thought. But yeah, that's a good point, Cliff, that they could just not be pulling off the chrome well in the photographs or something. Because, I mean, I've seen there's cosplayers that have chrome Cobra Commander masks that are see-through. So the material's there, whether that's like mirrored tinting or something on it,
Mm-hmm.
But Yeah, again, I think you need to be a helmet collector, prop collector, or something to really appreciate these. And they're just so round. Like they
Yeah,
don't
just
look
something
like the
about them
shape
that
of
just look
the head.
off.
Yeah, and at $200, Jesus.
I mean, you can get a Black Series Boba Fett helmet, which looks pretty good.
Yeah,
For what, 99?
yeah, yeah. I think that's been. I think it's 120 MSRP, but I've seen 99 on Amazon and shit like that. So yeah. So hey, we did pretty good. Well, we've actually only been broadcasting for 30 seconds less than 2 hours. So good on us. AAA, thank you for the Tamashii Nations introduction. I bet for a lot of people that listen to the show, we don't cover a lot of import. If it's not Mazinger and it's not Robotech, or I should say if it's not Trans or Z or Robotech, then I don't tend to follow it myself. But
No problem.
I appreciate
I'm glad to be on to speak a little bit, give some support with the imports.
Hell yeah. And answered the bot question. You had 6-inch weaponry covered. I love it. Thank you. And Cliff, thank you for being consistent. We missed Rock this time around, so I was glad you're able to join us again. Always love having you on.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm still going to ask every time, Jason.
No way, Derek. No way. I'm gonna block you. All right, Parkers. We'll see you sooner rather than later.
Or later rather than sooner.
Peace.
Deuce. All right, here's the awkward have to end broadcast. I cut this out of the podcast